So, more Capcom news. Even though Street Fighter V misses the sales target that they had projected for it, Capcom generally had the profits are up. Um, and this is very good news for them because they were actually very close to being in trouble. I think the company itself only had about $1 million in the bank at one point. For a corporation, that's broke. That's no money to do anything, make any games. Um, but now their profits are up. So another company that is that or another developer that is Japan based and is also have financial difficulties. But actually, I read this week that their profits are up as well. Is Konami. So comparing Capcom and Konami, is this good news or bad news that both of these companies are um, they may be on the mend at this point? They may actually be making a comeback. What do you think about that?
I mean, doing good in a company is always good, and that doesn't really surprise me that Capcom is actually doing really well right now, just because with like the Monster Hunter series, like that could clearly like that scared me just a little bit.
I just realized I can mute my phone.
Didn't even think about that.
So, you were saying before the Fiesta.
Yeah, with Monster Hunter, they met everything that they were trying to go for. They met all their sales requirements. I think they actually might have gone a little bit over what they expected, selling like 3 million units for Monster Hunter X. And Street Fighter V definitely, I don't want to say it was bad because I think they wanted to sell at least 2 million units, but they only ended up selling like 1,400,000 units. So they did kind of miss pretty big, but again, there were multiple Monster Hunter games that came out, so I feel like that definitely helped. So it doesn't surprise me at all, and I think that it's actually really cool that they managed to get their profits up. As far as Kojima, I don't really know a whole lot about that, so I guess that's also good. I think I've heard some like iffy news between different things going on in Kojima over the year, but I don't want to get anything wrong, so I won't say anything about that.
Well, with Kojima, I mean, he obviously left Konami. He was given a game award, and he was basically told by Konami to stay away from the award show. And he actually, I think it was this week, he swung by and picked it up. So he's got his award, but yeah, everyone pretty much universally thought, you know, Konami, what seriously, he can't get a an award for the game that his team made, Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, and other stuff has been happening with him. Um, as far as Capcom goes, I'm glad. I have my issues with Capcom, but they are still one of the OG developers that I grew up with. Um, Made plenty of games that I absolutely love. It's not the same company anymore, but no company is the same still. I mean, not even Nintendo, as much as they have stayed the same, one could argue to their detriment. Um, they're still a developer that I want to see stick around. I think they're extremely important for the Japanese developer market, um, just the same as Konami is. But Konami has made it very clear that they're not interested in AAA budget titles anymore. They are Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be it if we can trust what they're saying about it. the the thing with Capcom is we don't they haven't come out and said like Konami has where we're done making awesome titles, and obviously they're not. I mean, Street Fighter V, they came out with it. They recently said that they're about to really go big with Resident Evil. Um, and they kind of did. They re-released 4, 5, and 6 on the current gen consoles for download. Um, so it seems like they're about to that they are ramping up for something with Resident Evil. I don't. It could be 7. Um, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see with that. But Resident Evil's still a pretty well respected franchise. Mega Man at least showed up in Smash Brothers. So they didn't have to do that. They really didn't have to. So I kind of feel like there are some people there that care about Mega Man. I think a lot of people, a lot of top brass over there were upset with Inafune's departure from the company. Very similar situations. You have Kojima and Inafune just leaving like that, and then their companies just start tanking. So I don't with Konami, if they don't come back from it and someone else comes around and buys the rights to Metal Gear Solid and Castlevania and all the other great franchises they have, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. With Capcom, I'm a little bit more nervous for some reason. I feel like they still have the talent and they still have the ability to make great games. I just don't know if they have the drive.